Hey folks, Kelani here, bringing you another fine crafting materials farming location video. Get that mouthful out. So this will cover Vial of Thin Blood, Bone Shard, Small Claw, Small Fang, Small Scale, Small Totem and Small Venom Sac. Now quite a few of these are in the same area, or the same area in which I used to farm them, just to hit 4 birds? Yeah, 4 birds with 1 stone. 5 birds? Anyway. As a footnote, remember that all of these are available in World v World if you are level appropriate. Now I do believe that small is from level about 20 to 34-ish? And also remember that these farming locations are not the only locations where you can get these items. For blood you're looking at Skale, bats and trolls, mainly. Bones, you're looking at any undead, Grawl, etc, etc. Claws, your drakes, raptors, blah de blah. Fangs are still nah. They're a little frustrating, although you can get them with the grubs, which we'll be using for the venom sacs. Scales is all your armoured fish with drakes, crabs, you know, that kind of thing. Totems is your Grawl, your Svanir. Yeah, you guys know the drill. I'll leave a full list of those actually in the description, so if you want to check those out, you can do. And remember that this is anything from approximately level 20 to around about 34, 35. So if you can find a different area, brilliant. If you can't, I'm here to help. So, here we go. So to knock a few right off the bat, I'm at Holystone Caves. This is located in Diessa Plateau. This is just above the Black Citadel, and the cave we're looking for is right on the right hand side, right next to Nemus Grove waypoint. So when we head inside, you'll see that we have grubs, Grawl and vampire bats. Now your grubs drop venom sacs as well as small fangs. Your Grawl drop bone shards as well as small totems, and the vampire bats drop vials of thin blood. So this is a very, very nice place if you're looking for tier 2 fine crafting materials, because you can get 5 right off the bat. Once again, fangs aren't exactly amazing to farm, and I would skip them if at all possible, but if you're doing this run anyway, you've got a chance to get your small fangs. The mobs can be a bit far and few, but at least the spawn rate's decent, and it's mobs which have usually a pretty good chance of dropping things. Grubs are really good for your venom sacs, bats are usually good for your bloods, and Grawl are by far the best I've found so far for totems as well as bone shards. You're pretty much going to be sticking with Grawl for bone shards until you get into an area with undead. So, a couple clears of this place should have you happy doo-daddy. Once again, Holystone Caves, right next to Nemus Grove waypoint in Diessa Plateau. So when it comes to small claws, I always head to Harathi hinterlands. Now, what you'll be looking for is the river drakes here. The spot I usually use is Guardian Lake. There are quite a few river drakes. Sometimes it's a little annoying because quite a lot of them are in the water, but if you've got a ranged weapon, it doesn't really make a difference. Besides the fact you can knock them back into the water. But once again, claws aren't exactly ideal to farm. A, because the drop rate doesn't seem to be amazing, and B, because typically this kind of monster is usually far and few. Now, what you can do is, if you do go into the water, there are barracuda, and barracuda have a chance to drop your small scales. Your river drakes also drop your small scales, but once again, they seem to be a little bit of a low drop rate. You've also got 1 or 2 armoured fish around here, which again have a chance to drop your small scales. So small claws and small scales may be a little bit of underwater fighting, but that's not too bad. If you keep your weapons and underwater gear up to date with your level, it's actually not so bad. I know underwater fighting usually gets painful if they fall behind too far, which is the main cause for death underwater. So, if you've got up-to-date weapons, this should be no worries. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope these two areas help you get what you're looking for. Once again, all of these are available in World v World if you are level appropriate, and you can find pretty much any of these on any creature of approximately level 20 to 34. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below. Any farming locations of your own that you wish to share, they'll be great down there as well. As always, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Now, this should include Vial of Weak Blood, Bone Chip, Tiny Claw, Tiny Fang, Tiny Scale, Tiny Totem, and Tiny Venom Sac. Now, one thing that I will note is that in World v World,